give the remaining side.
Okay, so we're learning about rectangles today. A rectangle is a parallelogram. Okay, it is a parallelogram. The only difference is that a rectangle has all four 90-degree angles. All four 90-degree angles. So here are all of the characteristics of a rectangle. So I want us to draw them out on here. So all four angles are right angles. Check. That's already drawn for us. Just like a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So what is already drawn for us? The lines. What does that stand for? Congruency. What is not on there is the parallel. So let's draw those. This, yeah, the arrow. This is parallel to this. And this is parallel to this. Whenever you have parallel lines, they always have the same slope. But when you have a 90-degree angle, what kind of lines are those? Right, but they're also perpendicular lines. Perpendicular. So the slope of this line and the slope of this line would be negative reciprocals of each other. Remember that? No, long time ago. Okay, let's keep going. Opposite angles are congruent.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if they're all 90 degrees, aren't they all congruent?
Yes.
Yeah, that's already drawn. Consecutive angles are supplementary. That was the x plus y equals 180. Well, if they are all 90-degree angles, if we add 90 and 90 either way, aren't we going to get 180? 180, 180, 180, 180. Okay, here's where the big difference comes in. So the big difference is they're all right angles. And then when you draw your diagonals, hopefully straighter than mine. When you draw your diagonals, here's the big difference. On a parallelogram, this is equal to this. And that's equal to that, but all four of them are not equal in a parallelogram. Rectangles different. They are all the same in the middle. So diagonals bisect each other. Is that still true? Is this still equal to this? Yes. Is this still equal to this? Yes. So they still bisect each other, but now all four are the same. That's what this means. Diagonals are congruent. That means all four. So this is another big difference. All four are the same. All right, for practice, let's go to our green sheet and write down everything we know about rectangles. What do I know about the angles? Right angles. All four? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. All four are right angles. This side is congruent to this side. Are they congruent and parallel?
Yes.
The other sides are congruent too. Are all four of the outsides congruent?
Yes.
No. No. We'll get there. But these two are equal. And they are parallel.
Aren't we supposed to be putting like
You can.
negative?
The diagonals? Okay. So, we've got everything now for the outside. Now let's draw our diagonals. Parallelogram. They bisect, but all four are not the same. Rectangles. They bisect, but they're all the same. Okay, let me pick your brain a little bit. If this is a triangle and two sides are the same, what kind of triangle is it?
Isosceles.
Isosceles. Good job. So if this is an isosceles triangle, what do I know about the two angles in the middle right here? They're the same. Okay, so all of that we've already learned is coming back out. All right, back to your notes. Keep this on your desk so you can reference back to it. Let's do an example. Quadrilateral RUTS is a rectangle. So here's the one it's talking about. If US is equal, so this whole thing is equal to 6x plus 3.
The whole diagonal line?
The whole thing. And RT, so the whole other diagonal line is equal to 7x minus 2. Well, what do I know about US and RT? They are congruent. They are congruent. US is equal to RT. So all you have to do is set these two equal to each other. Subtract 6x from both sides. So when you subtract, you get 3 is equal to 1x minus 2. When you add 2 to the other side, 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 is equal to x. Is that what I was looking for? Okay, next, they're looking at the angles. If it says measure of the angle, that's how you know it's talking about the angle. Measure of the angle. So if measure of angle STR, so that's this one, is 8x plus 3. And UTR, that's this one, is equal to 16x minus 9. Find STR. So when I add these two together, what should they equal? 90 degrees. Because look, it's just one corner. It's one angle. And in a rectangle, all of our angles are 90 degrees. So we need to set both of these equal to 90 degrees. So you have to add them and set them equal to 90. Before you start moving stuff around, combine these. 16 plus 8 is 24x. Negative 9 plus 3, negative 6, is equal to 90. Now you can start moving stuff. When we move negative 6, we have to add it. So 24x is equal to 96. Divide 96 by 24. 4. Okay, but is that what I was looking for? I found x, but I'm supposed to be finding the measure of angle STR. Plug it back in. So 8 times 4 plus 35, plus 3 is equal to 35. This is my answer.